What has been the best experience you have had?
Best experience I had was when I was in Ketchikan. We got a call one Sunday, and there's a kid on Prince of Wales that came up to a member in the ward and asked what it takes to get baptized. So they called us, and we got to fly and take a ferry all over Southeast Alaska to go and baptize him.
The best experiences I've ever had. I think it was my, was it fourth, fifth, sixth day out in the mission. Me and my companions were out biking along kind of in the suburbs of this town. And we're just biking, and as missionaries, you got bike in a single file line. So one companion was way up there, the other one was right there, and I'm biking, and all of a sudden I see this car, and it's coming down, and we're about to be at the intersection. So I kind of slow down, so my companions keep going, and this guy just starts honking at me. I'm like, what the heck? And he starts winding down his window. So I bike over to him, and I'm fresh. I'm terrified out of my mind because I'm like, Houston people are whack, and I don't know if this guy's gonna is he gonna shoot me? Is he gonna chastise me? Is he gonna just I don't know, spit some crazy doctrine at me that I don't understand? And he's like, yo, y'all the Mormons, y'all the Mormons. And I'm like, yeah, what? Yeah, Mormons is nickname. We're actually missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And my companions eventually they roll up by me, and I start talking to this guy, and he kind of expresses some of his problems, and all of a sudden, things start coming to my mind, and I pull up my scriptures, I talk to him, he's like, yo, wait, what's that? That's your, Book of Mormon or whatever? I'm like, yeah. And I explained to him what the Book of Mormon is and how it's another testament of Jesus Christ. And I was carrying the extra Book of Mormon on me, which I didn't do a whole lot at first because I was really scared to talk to random people. Normally I would let my companion start the conversation, and I just kind of sit there. So I started talking to this guy, and I do the same kind of thing as I do with Max. I read the first vision with him, and I give him his copy of the Book of Mormon. I'm reading it in mine, so he's following along, and he's like, "Oh, well, this is super cool." And we talked to him a little bit more. He's like, and then she's like, "Oh man, I gotta get back to my wife, but yo, you guys are awesome. Really appreciate what you're doing." And I was like, "Sir, can we get some information and come talk to you more and talk to you about Jesus Christ?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, of course." And so we end up, talking to him and stuff and getting his information. I think the reason that was probably the best experience for me is just because me being so new, but that was such a cool experience, and me being able to open up and kind of let the Spirit talk through me. I just thought it was awesome. I came away, I was just hyped, and all both of my companions, because I was in a trio then, both my companions were just like, yeah, let's go, Ollie McFarland, that was your first OIM and stuff, and I was just pretty hyped. I was feeling on top of the world, and it was just a really, really cool experience being able to share the gospel, especially for the first time to definitely get out of my comfort zone. I loved it. It was really, really cool. So the most spiritual experience I've ever had. That's a tough one, and I'm actually really debating now which one I want to share with you guys. Both are actually in the NTC. I think I've said, I haven't been out all that long, but still, the MTC is a very rare place in the world where the Spirit is there constantly, and there's so many people that have the same goal and mission as you, and that is to come into Christ. It's one of the most spiritual places on earth. So I'll just briefly share both of my experiences super, super quick. First one that I thought of was when we were teaching this guy in the MTC. His name was Max. Me and my companion, Albert Hartman, we were teaching him, and he was asking some questions. His dad had got into some anti-stuff and was trying to instill it in him, but we cleared it up and we started talking about the restoration, and we started talking to him about it, and we're explaining everything that goes down. And at this time, I didn't have the first vision memorized, so I start reading the first vision to him out of the scriptures. And this kid, he's really laid back and likes to chill, but as soon as I start reading this, he just starts focusing in, right? And he's like, what the heck is going on? In a good way. And he's reading it, and as soon as I finish, he's just sitting there. he's just sitting there, and so instead of saying anything, I just kind of sit back, and my companion, we're just kind of chilling, and he's like, can I see that? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So I give him my scriptures, and he just starts reading it, and he's holding it like right up here, right to his face, and he's just sitting there, and he's reading, and I can hear it. He's thinking out loud. He's like, oh my gosh, this and this and this, and he's saying all these different things, and eventually he looks at me, he's like, how have I not heard this before? Like where has this been my entire life? And I tell him, like, that is what we're trying to do as missionaries. We're trying to be out here to spread this amazing message, and trying to tell people that the restored gospel is here on this earth today. And the spirit was so strong, and I couldn't stop smiling. I don't think I stopped smiling while I've been on my mission, but to see just that instant change in him and how he wanted to learn so much more. And we probably spent 5 minutes, and he's just sitting there reading it over and over again and just pondering it. He'll ask us like a little question, and we'll answer it for him. And it was really cool. Sadly, I never got to see what ended up happening with him. I ended up coming out into the field, so I'll probably email him soon. My second experience, there's a sister I became really good friends with in the MTC, and she actually asked me for a blessing because of some injuries that she had previous to the mission, and I gave her a blessing, and the spirit was so strong, and she ends up talking to me after how just because of the friendship that we developed, she wouldn't have trusted anyone else to do that. And then she ends up bearing her testimony to me about the power of the priesthood and priesthood blessings. And she also relates a story to me that I won't share right now, but that increased my faith so much, and I was so honored to be able to be worthy and be able to do that for her. And I know that it was both through my worthiness and my ability, and also her faith that Christ was able to work and be able to heal her and help her. Those have been two huge testimony builders to me, and really been super spiritual to me, and I've loved it. So.
The best experience. This question number 7. The best experience. What is the best experience you have had? I think the best experience. That's hard. That's a hard one too, because there's a lot of good experiences that a person can have on the mission. I think one of the best experiences I had was in my first area with my trainer. I think the first baptism that I had in the mission with my trainer was a really cool experience. Just to think that someone listened to us, and someone went to church because we asked them to, and we were able to invite the Spirit into someone's life. It was really cool to see the change in the person. The first person that we baptized, her name was Lupe, and Maria Guadalupe was her name. And it was just cool. It was a cool experience, a cool feeling to feel to see the change that she made. Another experience that I had, one of the best experiences I had was actually on the 4th of July as well. Because, well, here they don't celebrate the 4th of July, right? But I was in a place called Nuevo Laredo, and that's right on the border, of Texas and Mexico. So I was right there, and my companion in that time, we woke up on the 4th of July, and I knew it was sorry, it's really hot. I knew it was going to be the 4th of July, and he knew it was going to be the 4th of July. And it was funny because he had from his past companions, he had a lot of American stuff. And so I was there in the morning, and I was not going to lie, I was a little bit sad because it's like a holiday, but it's not at the same time because like it's not celebrated here. So it was kind of like, God darn it, you know. But then my companion like walked out of our room. I was like sitting at my study desk, and my companion walked out of our room, and he had a hat on, like a ball cap on that said Dallas, Texas. Then he had a stuffed animal eagle. It was an eagle stuffed animal, and he had it sitting on his shoulder. And he had a red, white, and blue tie on, and he had like American socks on, and then he had like some blue shorts on. It was really funny. It was very cool. Then that night, we bought some Coca-Colas, like the Mexican Coca-Colas in the glass bottles, and we went up on the roof of our house to see if we could see fireworks, because from the roof of our house, you could see into the United States. And so we went up on the house, and we ate tacos, and we looked over to the United States to see if we could see any fireworks. We only saw one firework, but it was still pretty fun experience. And
Number 7, what has been the best experience you have had? So I don't think there's any like specific experience that I can think of that was just like the best, that just like tops everything. For me, the best experience on the mission is, well, the best thing that I've experienced is just gaining a testimony, and the power and there's so much joy that's come to me from having a testimony. And so the best experience that I've had is just the experience of being able to go out every day and feel like you're being led by the Spirit to people who are waiting for you, and then finding those people and then being able to teach them and see how willing they are and how much they yearn for truth. And then the best is being able to testify to them as a representative of Jesus Christ about the truthfulness of the restored gospel. You can just feel that power and the realness of these things. And then in being able to invite them to change their lives and seeing them do that, that's probably the best experience on the mission. Have you ever been robbed? No. But me and my companion have had money stolen from us before. But like, not. Number 10. How did you prepare for a mission, and what would you change? So for me, I remember reading the Book of Mormon and praying and kind of like searching it out. That's true. For me, I wish I had just spent more time just gaining a testimony, because I think before the mission, the best thing that will help you, that you can do that will help you on the mission, is a testimony. Testimony will carry you through the hardest days on the mission. You know, in the MTC, you'll learn how to teach people and how to do all that other stuff. But before the mission, you can really spend time to gain a testimony. And so I wish I had learned more about the message of the restoration and really searched to know if it was true. So I can preach my gospel in chapter 3, the first lesson. I wish I had spent more time really asking myself where the